Captain America in a brand new series from Marvel Comics. Let's talk about it. Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Captain America #1. This is a brand new series from Marvel Comics, written by Chip Zdarsky with art by Valerio Schiti, colors by Frank Martin, letters by Joe Caramagna, and we also have a cover and recap page art by Ben Harvey. So you'll see different pages that obviously are harking back to a different time. I did see a difference in the art, but I wasn't sure. Sometimes before looking at the credits, you never really know what some of these artists are able to do with changing up their styles. But it is a very distinct style, so I figured there must have been some interference by their not interference, but there must have been another artist, right, doing some of these pages. So in this book, while Captain America slumbered in the eyes, the world changed for better and for worse. Steve Rogers awakens to a reality where battles are fought in the shadows through secrets and subterfuge, and villains aren't so easily to identify. When a fledgling dictator named Victor Von Doom conquers Latveria, Steve faces a critical decision: adapt to a new kind of warfare or forge his own path. And what choice will he make in the past? What will these choices mean for his future? This is a untold story from Captain America, from his first encounter with Doctor Doom, a new game-changing story for the character. Uh, this is a very, very good comic, very solid start. I love the idea that this is not set up in the current. It's a story from Cap's past, um, which gives him the ability and the flexibility to really tell a lot of different, approach the character in a different way, right? Really kind of put aside some of the things that he's done and he's seen ever since then, and really give us a blank slate. I think Chip Zdarsky is really good at that kind of stuff. Whether it's his run on Daredevil or his run on Batman. With Batman, he went back and kind of told some stories from before taking over the series. He told some stories with that Batman the Night story that really took place before Bruce fully became Batman. This is a very similar thing, a very similar approach, at least. Tonally is very different. Captain America is a very specific character, and being brought out just from the eyes really puts him at a place where he hasn't had to go through all the experiences that makes him Steve Rogers as of how we know him now. I was a big fan of Chip Zdarsky when he did the Avengers Twilight book, and I feel like he really truly understands the core of the Captain America character. And the art team under this, whether it's some of the recap pages where we're introduced to this new character, who I feel is going to play a very, very important part in not only the past of Captain America, but maybe the future of the series going forward. I feel like Chip Zdarsky loves that approach of like planting some seeds from the past, and they'll bring them to fruition in the future. But yeah, very dynamic art. I love seeing Captain America on a motorcycle. I love these flashback sequences. Captain America, in this moment, he has a very optimistic outlook for the world, and it's really cool to see just characters kind of pop out of nowhere from Captain America's life, or even just in the Marvel Universe. And then, of course, there's a lot of action because this is a Captain America book. We get to see Captain America interact with the Fantastic Four, because who else would know better than, who else would you go to for help with Doctor Doom? But like I said, there's a really interesting mystery with this other character that's been revealed. Captain America gets a new outfit because it's a covert mission. So yeah, everything here checks all the boxes that I wanted to see on a Captain America book. I was not a big fan of the previous run. That was just not for me. So I was very excited to get a new #1 to kind of retell, because I love this character and I really wanted to check it out again. So if you have read Captain America #1, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the last reveal at the end. Like, who is this new person going to be? What are their intentions? And will they come at odds with Captain America? This is really an untold story that I'm very, very excited to see where we go from here. So, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye. It looks like it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day in this new series by Marvel Comics, Wolverines and Deadpool #1. So let's talk about it. Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for a brand new series, Wolverines and Deadpool's #1. That's right, you heard both of them, plural. This book follows both Logan and Laura, as well as Wade Wilson and Ellie, his daughter, who's also Deadpool. I haven't been keeping up with the main Deadpool series, but I keep tabs on Deadpool all the time, and I'm very much caught up with both of the Wolverine stories. So very excited to get into this one. This is written by Cody Sigler with art by Roge Antonio, Guru FX and colors, letters by Travis Lanham, beautiful cover by Alessandro Capuccio and Marte Gracia. In this issue, Claws and Mutants, Mercs and Mouths, Deadpools and Wolverines. What's better than the best there is, partnered up with the Merc with the Mouth? How about adding daughters Ellie Camacho and Laura Kinney to the mission as they go up against a classic ex-villain? Well, Deadpools and Wolverines. All right. Yeah, this was a really, really fun series. I love this team up. I think that anytime you can get Wolverine working with Deadpool is going to be a really fun time. But adding Laura, who's one of my favorite characters, and Ellie, who's a bit of a curveball. I don't know much about the character. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up with the Deadpool series, where she has her own. She's become part of the Deadpool enterprise. Everything that's going on over there. So I definitely recommend you check out that series. Cody Sigler is doing a great job over there, and I really think that putting this together seems like not only of course keeping up with the success from the film from last year, or the great team up that they had on screen, but just like I said, a great combination, and adding some variables here. I was not sure who the villain was until the end. It was confirmed, but I had my hints. There were some inclinations that I figured there's there are children that are being abducted, but these are mutant children, so who would be interested in that? And then of course Wolverine and Deadpool are called to do this mission. So they get teamed up, they get paired off, and of course Wade goes with Logan. So it's really a lot about how does Ellie work with Laura, right? They're new to each other, they don't really know their intricacies, they don't have a big story like their dads do. There's a lot of dialogue in this book, and I think, as a Deadpool book, like, it makes sense. I think Ellie's also a very talkative character. She probably gets that from her dad. So that really comes into opposition when with Laura and Wolverine. So I'm having a good time on this one. The art is fantastic. I think it really works. There are a lot of big horror elements in this story that just really come to life whenever you're dealing with the shadows and this type of whatever this entity is that's controlling these. We get to see some characters that normally as villains you don't get to see them very often. I don't have a big history with them, but I think they're perfect for the story, especially with let's say an augmentation from their master. So yeah, really cool stuff. It's both lighthearted, but it also has moments of seriousness, and like it gets kind of gnarly at some points, especially when it comes to if you have a healing factor, that's definitely you're gonna approach things very differently. So, but it's really nice to see Ellie not only see with her adoptive family with that took care of her while Wade was while Wade couldn't, but then it's really nice to see them together again. And it really made me want to go back and read the Deadpool series, because there's some like Taskmasters working with Deadpool, but I don't really know all the ins and outs of that. So yeah, there's some really interesting stuff. So really great book, really recommended. If you haven't jumped on a new series, this is a good one to start with Marvel. So if you have read this though, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. I'm sure there's so many other cool covers that I'm going to be at the shop not knowing which one to pick up. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye. Do you need a refresher on everything that's going on the X-Men books and the X-Men world. This is the perfect book for you. Let's talk about X-Men Hellfire Vigil #1. Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for X-Men Hellfire Vigil #1. This is a new book, a one-shot from Marvel Comics. I was going into this book very excited because I love the Krakoan era. This book definitely will feel a little bit like a lot. It serves as a recap of kind of everything that's going on. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get to the creative team, because every single creator that's been working on a book on the X-Men line from the ashes is part of this storytelling. So 1 year ago, at the final Hellfire Gala, the dream of a united mutant nation was forever shattered by a cowardly sneak attack by anti-mutant forces. To mark the moment and to proclaim loudly and strongly to all concerned that the mutant kind still stands, the time has come for the X-Men of all stripes to come together in solidarity and celebration. This is written and drawn by all the creators of the entire X line and featuring the meetings and moments that fans have been asking for since this From the Ashes era began. A keystone moment marking the movement of one era into the next and setting up story threads that will play out across the X line for the next year. So yeah, this is really a book to be like, how, like, it's almost like a meeting of how everybody doing. All right, how are we doing over here? This book has so many creators, so let me name everyone. So we have Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly with Javier Garon, who are doing one of the X-Men books. Of course, we have Jed McKay, Neto Diaz, and Sean Parsons doing the main X-Men book. Stephanie Phillips and Roy Mercado doing the Phoenix book, so they're doing the Phoenix pages. Jeffrey Thorne and Mark Cousteau. We also have Gail Simone and Luciano Vecchio doing the Uncanny X-Men. We have Eve Ewing and Federica Manson with the Exceptional X-Men pages. Alex Pagnadel and Declan Shalvey as well. We have Jason Liu and Sarah Pichelli doing the pages that relate to Dazzler. And then we have Maria Ayoda and Luciano Vecchio doing the Storm pages. So yeah, I haven't been keeping track of all the books, and there's so many really good things out there. We also have, I think one of these teams must be doing the Magic book, and one of these teams must be doing the Psylocke book, because those are also part of the series. But I'm not familiar with what everybody's working on. But yeah, you get so much. You get to see all the mutants come together into not really a vigil, but really a celebration of what it was to be in Krakoa. So you get to see, oh, you know what? The NYX books is what Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly are doing with Javier Garon, which makes sense because that's the one following Kamala Khan. So yeah, it's it's a little bit of a lot. It's a very dense book, but I had a really good time. You get to see a lot of different art styles. You get to see a lot of really cool things happen. You get to see a lot of these characters kind of play with, like, interact with each other in a way that you hadn't really seen them. One of the things about the Krakoan Age was that you were able to connect everyone together. So yeah, it's very, very exciting stuff. And I'm not really sure how a book like this comes together, but it's got to be very labor intensive. I appreciate that Marvel does a book like this because, like I said, I'm not reading all the X-Men books, so I need to kind of figure out where all the characters are. Also, it gives you a really interesting insight into the feel of each of the stories as well. And then, because each creator brings their own kind of little storytelling, little bits of things in the way that they want to do things. So yeah, it's interesting. I don't know that this book is for everyone, especially if you haven't been keeping up with the X-Men line and you don't really, if you're just kind of waiting for them to move on to the next facet of the next phase of this project. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna pick it up once I get to my shop. But I really enjoyed it. We do have a first appearance of a character as well, so keep that in mind if you're a collector. So yeah, very interesting stuff. So if you checked out the X-Men Hellfire Gala Vigil, let me know about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye. Gotham City Sirens are back at it again in a brand new series. So let's talk about that. Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Gotham City Sirens Unfit for Arbit #1. This is a new book from DC Comics. Let's talk about the creative team before we get fully into this book. I really wanted to check out this book because I really enjoyed the previous time, and it looks like they brought the same creative team back. It's full of surprises, but this is going to be as much of a grounded story as the original series was. I think this is going to be a little bit more out there, both metaphorically and literally. So, this book is written by Leah Williams with art by Haining, Ivan Plasencia on colors, letters by Tom Napolitano, and really cool main cover by Terry and Rachel Dodson. In this book, men may be from Mars, but baddies are from Venus. There is a hot new outer space themed nightclub in Gotham City, and who better to rob it than Catwoman, Ivy, and Harley? But there's more to this intergalactic discotheque than meets the eyes, as the Sirens discover when they stumble headfirst into a plot to destroy the entire planet, led by the club's owner, the alien despot Despero. I hope you have good insurance, Gotham City, because you're about to get wrecked. We have some special appearances by deadly DJs and hunky hottie aliens, dancers dressed as aliens, mutant failures, one wild UFO, and lots of fire. So yeah, this book is goofy, is silly. It's really out there, but I love when these characters come together. I think obviously Harley and Ivy have a very deep story, but Catwoman just I don't know, she feels like just a right fit to hang out with them as well. And of course, the Gotham City Sirens have a big story legacy in the DC universe. So really cool to kind of go back to this and revisit this. Now, Henning's art is beautiful. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's very stylized. It's very animated. It's very dynamic. I can see maybe a little bit of manga influence, but it really works in this. It really works for these characters. I love that they all kind of get redesigns and special outfits because they are going to this club. So they're trying to blend in. So it's really fun. Leah Williams really understands these characters and how to like tell compelling stories with them. So yeah, I'm very excited. This was just such a really cool kind of break from everything, all the big series superhero stuff that I'm reading on the other books. And of course, we have those cool interconnected covers. I think they're doing them again. Last time around, it was like these metallic holographic covers that I can't wait to pick up. So yeah, I'm excited. I think this is going to be another great miniseries for the Sirens. So I can't wait to see where we go from here. So if you have checked this out, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye. With the revelation that Wolverine may have killed Spider-Man's parents, what's going to happen now? Let's talk about it in Spider-Man and Wolverine #2. Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we're going to be doing a review for Spider-Man and Wolverine #2. This is a book from Marvel Comics, written by Mark Guggenheim, with art by Kerry Andrews, colors by Brian Reaver, letters by Travis Lanham. In this issue, Spider-Man versus the Wolverine. You read that right. The inaugural issue's big surprise leads to this throwdown for the ages, Spider-Man versus Wolverine. But what terrible revelation could possibly pit Peter against Logan for all the Marvels? Not mind control, not an illusion. You'll have to read it to experience it. I was a little behind on this book, but then my buddy Caesar told me, like, dude, have you read this latest issue? Like, Kerry Andrews is doing some next level stuff when it comes to the fights on here. And I was like, well, I have to check it out. So I went ahead and read it, and oh my God, was he right? Kerry Andrews just does some of the coolest fighting I've seen in comic books in a long time. He's got this very dynamic art style. I think he really knows how to capture the violence and the grip of a fight. He really knows how to capture just the intensity of these two characters, right? Mark Guggenheim writes Peter with such a rage, and then of course Wolverine is not going to be pushed around by Peter. So this all really, really works very well. This book is violent. It's super cool. It is everything that I want to see, and it also gives me an actual reason of why two superheroes would be fighting. Right? It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel pushed. But it's a cool mystery, right? There's a lot of stuff that how is this really going to happen? How are we really going to get there? What are the implications of everything that's going on? And then also, how are we going to pivot from this? Because of course, you can't just have these two going at it. I feel the way that this is portrayed, I feel like Spider-Man could kill Wolverine. There is a panel where Spider-Man hits him so hard, he just like his whole jaw dislodges, and Wolverine starts attacking with like his tongue's hanging out, his jaw's kind of just like it's only connected by his skin. It's a really gnarly sequence, which Carrie Andrews just delivers. Brian Reaver's colors are so bright; they just pop so well on the page. Yeah, this is one of the coolest comics of 2025, and I just mean cool, like cool comics, with a K. Yeah, I love this stuff. It's superhero nonsense in its best iteration. So I can't wait to see where we go from here. This series came out of nowhere for me. It was such a surprise. I think it's only 5 issues. But I mean, come on. I don't know where we're going with the story, but I trust Mark Guggenheim. I think he's a fantastic writer. So we have a review for the #1 issue on the channel, and we'll definitely keep talking more about this because this series needs to be talked about. So if you have read Spider-Man and Wolverine #2 or #1, let me know about it down in the comments as always. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.